Hi guys, I am really excited to present to you the latest update for your drastic remodel and addition in Palo Alto. And most of the changes do center around the entry here, and we'll get to that. But let's just quickly fly around the house, take a quick peek. Not much has changed around over on these sides, but here we get to the front from the new curved entry, the curved driveway, and we see now that we've got a 20-foot wide garage door on a slightly wider garage area here. So now this garage is full width. And I had to make some slight modifications, and so I kind of shrunk this bathroom in width by 6 inches. No big deal. But everything's looking really good here. I modified the windows here just slightly. This window in the bathroom is still nicely centered in the bathroom wall. And to keep things looking really good here on the front, I've biased or shifted this window over tight to the corner. All right, now for the really fun drastic changes. From the front here, it may not look very different unless we start looking through the windows and seeing the stairs and all, but the window here hasn't changed. The width and proportions haven't changed since last time, although I've opted to add some of these decorative bracket elements here. I think these are rather nice and add a nice little decorative and maybe even functional touch. I'll certainly work with the structural engineer to try to make those work. Oftentimes they say they're not really worth it. The spans are short enough. We don't need them, and I don't know. So they're maybe decorative, maybe structural. But anyways, I like them. Let me know what you think. But if we come inside here, I think you're gonna really love the changes. So by eliminating that desk space, that loft space here, and eliminating the elevator core, I have, and basically limiting the hallway to get to the side bedroom here, the side ensuite, limiting that hallway to just sort of align with this existing wall line we have here now. Well, it's the existing stair wall, but we're using that as an existing datum for how much we can close off this space and this way to the living room, right? Anyways, by limiting that, we've got a lot more drastic two-story vaulted ceiling, really dramatic, cool entry space here. And I know it's important to you to have some sort of wall between the entry and the stairs. And so, in my mind, this wall here is just sort of perfect to be that implied break between the entry area and the stairs leading up. And gosh, I love this. Isn't this beautiful? Really happy with this. So no elevator core. Now we've just got this sort of really cool, monumentally probably tiled landing coming down. And then a slightly oversized wooden platform here that leads up to these steps. And I'm not really showing the structural stringers. I do need to model those still, at least one of them. But anyways, we come up here, and I've raised up this ceiling height. This is now 9 feet here, and so we're going to have nice 8 foot tall doors and windows leading out to that rather shallow depth balcony out there. But in reality, when you're walking up, or when you're driving up this driveway, you're going to see through this glass window, that glass guardrail, that glass door in the background. And you're going to see blue skies, you're going to see foliage. maybe not too much foliage coming through here. Depends on how accurate I capture these. Let's see. Yeah, the trees are kind of far down there. I don't think you can really see that tree. Not that well. Wow, okay, cool. Well, at least you can see the top of the tree through the lower window, but you're not going to see much foliage through the upper windows there. That's okay. But anyways, again, this is really feeling nice and open to me. I really like how open this feels, how there's this strong vaulted line happening here and here with between the stairs and the vaulted ceiling of this area. I like the monumentality of this buffer element. And again, this can be as tall as we want and or need it to be. You know, that feels rather imposing. I like it being, you know, just tall enough. What does this align with? You know, aligning with the window design maybe is the strongest focal point. In which case we'll raise up this window a little bit to align up there. There, raise that up just a little bit. And I like the idea of carrying in this stone feature just as this wall here, and we can really do something really special with uplighting and wall lighting that goes up and down the wall and light up this texture, do something really magnificent here, and you know, have a really strong connection and indoor outdoor with this uh, wall here that continues to the outside, right? I think that's really, really special. And to really make it worth doing so, I've opted to flip the coat closet. It's no longer on this corner. The coat closet's now accessed just around the corner. And this is now the pushed back, the recessed door leading into the downstairs bathroom. We've got the office right here and the closet right here. You know, I don't know how full that's going to be with coats all the time, but if there's a little bit of overflow storage from the office, really nicely convenient right here. And so now we've got a really cool space happening over here at the entry, the two-story entry. And then just a few steps up, and we've got this amazing two-story dining space. And then to top it off at the very end, at the vestibule leading to the master bedroom and the other two, uh, no, sorry, we passed one bedroom already, but the vestibule leading to the master bedroom, a secondary bedroom. And I think this is the closet for the laundry. We've got this awesome big flared skylight shaft. So what a series. Now I know there's a lot of touching up to do and fixing up to do on the inside here. But from the outside, not much has really changed, right? A little bit of a nip tuck there. I think as far as the planning department would be concerned here, this is exactly the same. You know, whether or not you want to omit those brackets there. That feels naked without them now. That doesn't really matter. Okay, guys. Well, I can't wait to hear your feedback on this. I can't wait to hear back from you on how the contractor estimates are coming along. And I look forward to getting your go ahead to start putting this in front of the planning department so that they can start their really lengthy review process. And in the meantime, while that's going, we can flush out whatever remaining concerns you might have about interior layout of cabinets or certain interior space. Let me know and we'll figure this, we'll tighten all that up as we prepare ourselves for the building permit that will come after the planning permit, which I feel like we're ready to start working on. Okay, guys, thank you so much.